If you're 2 years old or 85, this facility's got something great for you. What is it? You'll find out coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Myrtle Beach Herald. We're focused on the North Myrtle Beach Aquatic and Fitness Center, and we're visiting with its executive director, Melinda Chappell. Good morning, Melinda.
Good morning, Craig.
Thanks so much for coming in. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
It has been a good while, I'm sorry to say.
We need to work on that.
Well, a lot's going on. Of course, you know, with the bulk of our viewers in the PD and southeastern North Carolina, we got to get out on the road a good bit, head up into those areas. But we had actually Michelle LaPinto with us on Monday.
Oh, good.
From the North Myrtle Beach Humane Society.
Great.
Or the Humane Society of North Myrtle Beach, excuse me.
Right.
And got a very eclectic week. Actually, later this week, Randy Webster, the Director of Emergency Management from Horry County, is going to be in with us. So a very exciting week.
It is good. Good. Michelle does a great job, and so does Randy. It's good people
out here. You're right here in the middle.
County.
That's right. I won't say the rose between the thorns.
Good sandwich.
Yeah,
there.
that's right. That's right. A lot going on. Of course, just last Monday, I think officially the mayor of North Myrtle, Marilyn Hatley, kicked off y'all's membership drive.
She did, and it was a great, exciting day. She's such a dynamic person, and we had great volunteers who'd been with us since day one with the project, and it was great. We're real tickled with the process and progress of membership drive. It's going real well.
And the memberships are very reasonable, it looks like.
I feel real comfortable with what we've done. We're pretty in line with what other people are offering up and down the beach. But we have so much to offer in the facility, so many different types of programs, so many different amenities that we would be able to serve your youngest child there, your little baby, your only youngest.
That's right.
And to an oldest senior in North Myrtle Beach, or really the North Strand. So we're real pleased about all the offerings that we have for our citizens in our area.
Well, good. I want you to give the viewers a virtual tour of the facility. And of course, when we think about an $8.6 million facility, you've got to think there's a lot there. I mean, you know, surely with that expenditure, and I know y'all went through a lot, both raising funds locally, privately, and otherwise, as well as raising funds through residents around the area to really make it work. It's been a dream for a number of years, it looks like.
It really has, Greg. We've been at it, or I've been here 3.5 years. Actually, in September, we'll make it my 4th year.
Wow.
So it has been a vision of our mayor and other citizens in the community. And I'm pleased to say it's becoming a reality. And you're right, $8.6 million is a big chunk of change there. But I think our community has really come together. Our citizens have worked hard. Our staff, our city staff's worked hard, and of course our mayor and council have been good proponents of the project. And it's about a 64,000 square foot facility.
Golly, that's tremendous.
Isn't it? So it's real exciting, and you can refer back to, of course, Myrtle Beach Herald and the business section.
The Myrtle Beach Area Business Journal.
Yeah, it was featured last month, and Tom O'Dare did a wonderful piece. And
he did.
Really spells out all the ins and outs about the design of the facility and the makeup and all the different features of it. So
absolutely. He had a great shot of you right there on the cover of the April edition in front of what had begun back then in April.
That's right.
Which I'm sure is much more pronounced now here in mid-June.
It is, and things are, our construction guys are working hard, and I go in about every day and just encourage them just a little bit more.
You'll be leaving from here this morning to head up there.
I will. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I will.
I'm sure. I'll be stopping in there earlier than usual. What time are you normally rolling in the mornings, Melinda? Are you a morning person?
I am a morning person, but with this project, I'm an all-day person now, because we're meeting the citizens as they come in and join the facility. But yeah, I was over there this morning about 7, working with our purchasing agent. We purchased our equipment today for our fitness room to outfit it, and we're going to have 28 treadmills, 13 ellipticals, about 61 pieces of weight equipment of all different types, from free weights to plate loaded to machines. So we're really pleased with the product line that we're choosing. We have a component for people with disabilities. We have an exercise workout station that will feature anywhere from 6 to 8 pieces of equipment that we could work out alongside somebody with a disability. As a matter of fact, I worked out with a couple of people the other day on some equipment that we received through grant money.
Wow,
What we call an arm ergometer, which is a upper body piece of equipment to encourage upper body strengthening, cardiovascular conditioning, as well as working the lower extremity. So we feel that this facility has really gone above the Americans with Disabilities Act guidelines, because we have a real heart to serve all different abilities. And so we're real excited about all the equipment that we have to feature in our fitness room. Fitness room is 8,700 square feet of space. It's huge.
Well, let's break down. Why don't we go ahead and break down the 64,000 square feet to kind of tie in how maybe the best way is just more or less taking a virtual tour for viewers who may not have been up to see what the site looks like now under construction, or has not seen some of the diagrams. I'm sure you've seen those diagrams enough times in your head, or have walked
in my
through
sleep,
all those.
Greg, in my sleep.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Before we do that, let's highlight for viewers who need to get off to work now, since it's early 7 o'clock. Let's highlight the phone number, the website, the best way that folks could possibly learn more about membership opportunities.
Sure, they can call 843-280-5632.
Okay.
Or they can go to www.nmb for North Myrtle Beach .us.
Okay.
So they can see the design of the facility. If they click onto our Aquatic Center logo, and it will give them all the membership rates and the design of the facility and the makeup of the facility.
Okay, tremendous. For those folks who can't go online today, go ahead and give them a sense of the layout of the facility.
Sure. When you walk in to the left-hand side, we have 2 offices, and Seacoast Medical will be residing in those offices. We'll have a nutritionist or any type of employee that they would see fit. They're supposed to commit 40 hours a week of somebody from their facility into our facility. It could be a physical therapist, it said a nutritionist, it could be a nurse practitioner, any number of types of components there. When you enter, you'll see the front desk. If you head down to the left-hand side of the building, we have a child watch area.
Great.
For young children while the parents are working out. Children can hang out with our competent staff. They can stay in there up to 2 hours while the parents are working out.
Wow.
In a safe environment.
And that's covered through the membership?
There'll be an additional fee,
small.
just a little,
of course, sure.
$2 an hour type fee.
Right, something small.
Very small. Then we have 2 aerobics rooms. One has a real nice hardwood floor, which you see your traditional exercise classes, your high aerobic type activities. We have another aerobics room across the hallway that has a rubberized type floor. We call it sport court. We're going to do yoga, Pilates. We're going to do a spinning class. We bought 9 spinning bikes.
Oh, wow.
Which will be part of the membership.
When you say a spinning bike, is that...
It is a workout session. You have an instructor and great music. The ambiance is a little different, and the instructor takes you through up hills, down hills, through curves, through different... They lead you through a real dynamic workout.
Wow,
so it's a real exciting class. That's really a real strong up-and-coming well, it's not up-and-coming, it's been around for a while, but we're just going to take it to the next level, so to speak. Then you got your fitness room that I spoke of. We have a gymnasium with a running, walking track that will hold, it's 2 lanes, so that's a real nice feature. We're going to be doing volleyball in there. We have basketball. We outlined our court for badminton. We have 2 racquetball courts. And then, of course, a big feature is our aquatics arena. We have 2 pools, 2 indoor pools. One is an 8-lane, 25-yard lap pool, and then it's separated by a wall, and on the other side of the wall is a warm water teaching therapy pool. And that warm water is between 88 and 90 degrees. It's very comfortable for all different abilities, and it's great for teaching little kids to swim, and great for seniors to exercise. I shouldn't say seniors. I love the warm water. You'll find me in the warm water versus the 8-lane lap pool these days.
Oh, yeah.
I have a hot tub, and I have a sauna. Our locker rooms are set up real uniquely in that there's an area just for adult women, an area for kids, same thing for the men, area for men, and the area for kids. And then I've done something really special by calling it a special needs area. I have 4 family-type changing rooms all accessible for people with disabilities. So they're separate rooms. So if you wanted to take your little girl to swim with us, then you'd be able to change her, take care of her in that locker room by yourself, and then be able to take her into the pool area. So for a dad with a young daughter or for a mom with a young son, we've made it easier instead of you having the dilemma of where do I change my daughter?
Right,
You didn't want
right.
to take her in the men's room, you know.
Right.
Now we've made 4 rooms set up for that. Plus we've made several of our locker rooms, or changing rooms, a specific, one totally geared towards disabilities. So it has a changing table. I've bought a lift to help somebody get out of their wheelchair if they have some issues of lifting, your attendant lifting somebody up on the table. A roll-in shower, so that we make it easy for people with disabilities to access it.
Melinda.
So we're really pleased. Like I said, we have a real heart for persons with disabilities, and so I feel like we've thought about everything we could to make it as user friendly as we possibly can.
When we think about the 64,000 square feet, how much of that would be taken up, let's say, by the aquatic side, by the 2 pools there?
I would say almost half.
Okay, so
Almost
it's that. I
half.
mean, those pools are tremendous.
They're big.
One of
plus
them,
you-
obviously.
Yeah, and you got the locker rooms kind of attached to it and
Right.
all. So programming wise, it's going to be a very, very functional, active. We want to invite swim teams down. We'd like for college teams to come on spring break to train with us. They can work out in the off season, and we're looking to host meets and masters meets and kids programs, and we look to really help our tourism industry, our accommodations people, by providing different programs such as meets and racquetball tournaments to put people heads in beds, I guess is the
Absolutely.
word to use around here. So we're going to be pretty active facility.
And you had highlighted that in the big piece in April with Tom, that aspect of a lot of real estate agents and otherwise are now touting that as one of the benefits not only in the North Myrtle Beach area, but for the county.
And it
Surely
is.
for the county.
It is, Greg. And when you look at facilities across the Grand Strand, you know, that people do look for places to work out. They do look for places for their kids to play. Heaven forbid when you have a rainy season like we've had the last week. Parents are looking for places to go. You can go to the movies so much. You can only shop so much. It's great for our children to be active and physically active. And with our obesity rate in this county as well as nationally, this facility is going to be accommodating for all different abilities.
Absolutely. And of course, it's very important to highlight there is a desire for multiple fitness centers to do well in the area. I mean, there's a goal commonly. And of course, folks think about Pepper Gettings as a great city-owned facility, as well as so many other. Here on the former Air Force Base, there's the Crabtree Gym. I mean, there's a lot of city gyms in multiple cities. And so obviously a lot of them work hand in hand with other fitness centers. We
do, and as a matter of fact, we work a lot with Pepper Gettings, and I have a swim team this summer. We have 41 kids on our team, and we compete in the program down at Pepper Gettings. They do a great job, and we look to service our North End. And right now, we don't have an all-encompassing like a Pepper Gettings or a Health Point or Conway Health and Wellness. We're looking to try to provide, like I said, from our littlest child to our oldest senior programs. And we have different membership rate categories. We got a special going on right now until July 1. You can your joining fee is waived, and you get a 10% discount on whatever category that you fit in. One of the interesting things we've done, Greg, is we've added a different feature for our senior population, 62 and up. We have a prime time from 10 to 2 that gives them a discounted rate, and they work out just during 10 to 2 time frame. So we've really looked at different levels. We have a family package, we have an individual, we have a parent-child, we have couple, senior individual, senior couple. We have a young adult and a category for extra children when you're looking at family of 4. But additional children, there's a little bit of an additional fee. But right now, you pay all up front. You don't have to pay any more, but for that full year. But we do have rates for a monthly rate where we also have the opportunity for people to do it with automatic draft if they so desire. We'll take credit cards if people prefer doing it that route. So we're really trying to think of all different options for folks to meet different people's needs. And that's what a service industry is all about, is to try to serve your community and your customers. And
sure, Melinda. And of course, some of the ideas of having folks who are down, as you said, for spring break or summertime activities, weekly rates, or even just, I'm sure there must be a daily rate.
We do have it
for folks to get in.
We do. We have a daily rate, and we also have, like I said, a monthly and 3 months and up to 6 months for our visitors that come from Canada and upstate New York and all. In the wintertime, we know that we will be a destination point, and we surely like for people, our citizens in Brunswick County and North Strand area, to be able to tell their friends and from other parts of the country that are looking for a place to vacation in the off season. The North Strand is a great place to do it. Of course, all of the Grand Strand is.
The whole area. The 843-280-563 number or nmb.us. Real easy to get good information. Real quick about yourself, Melinda. That aspect of having been here, it'll be 4 years this September. Did you have a background in aquatic and fitness centers?
I sure did, Greg. I was real active in aquatics really all my life, and went through training at Clemson University. I got my master's at University of South Carolina, and have been involved in aquatics and fitness and recreation really my whole professional career, which I won't tell you all of how many years that is.
Sure, how many?
But it's at least over 20 years of professional experience.
On.
I know, isn't that amazing?
Wow, Melinda.
Yeah, I look pretty good. See, I'm
you.
really 80
right,
years
right.
old,
And the
you know.
swimming
And,
obviously kept you youthful. That's great. It's a good reason to get folks in the pool.
Oh, it's a great environment, and it's good for all different abilities, as I said probably about 5 times already, because you can see I'm sold on it.
Yeah.
But people have back problems, shoulder problems, hips and knee replacements. The water environment's an awesome place to be in. And but every component of the facility, we've really thought out how we can make it functional for everybody.
Why is the water so good? What is it about the water that's particularly good for rehabilitative purposes or otherwise?
That's a good question, Greg. When you have water at chest level, you're between 80 and 90% weightless. When you're weightless, it makes it easier for you to exercise and do all different types of range of motion exercise. You can stretch better, you can move better, but you're also working while you're moving. Think of it, if somebody's in a wheelchair and they're in that wheelchair all day long, you get them out of their wheelchair, they feel freer. They're not tied into something like a wheelchair. So the water is just such an inviting environment. If you have arthritis, for at least an hour, you feel weightless and your body feels loose and rejuvenated once you get out. And multiple sclerosis, when it's cool water, they have greater freedom of movement. They feel energized. Fibromyalgia, they don't feel pain in that hour of time when they're in a warm water environment. So water really has a soothing fact, is a soothing environment for us all.
And that's pretty common response that you'll hear from virtually all the folks that are afflicted with those myriad positions you just talked about. That's a common response from many of them.
And I have experienced that in my career, particularly with really all the different disabilities. I could tell you I've practically worked with every different type of disability, and the water does seem to be an environment where they feel the best in. And what's neat about it, you get somebody that's in a wheelchair and they're in the water and you see the wheelchair up on the deck. You don't recognize you don't know who belongs in that wheelchair when they're in the water.
Great word.
So you think of how in the quality of life improves, and you get somebody in the pool that's playing with their kids, and this is in leveling, equaling environment where they can fellowship together and recreate together in the pool, where in some environments a little bit more challenging.
Right. Those are great words. That's a very good point, particularly the aspect of folks outside of their wheelchair to be, and that would affect all ages. I think I saw, Melinda, you'd held a position or have for the last, 14 years as a meet director for, is this statewide?
Actually, it's a regional event, Greg.
Wheelchair games?
Yes, the Southeastern Regional Games. We play host at Pepper Gettings every springtime. We had about 100 athletes this year that competed in the games, and we did swimming, track, field, weightlifting, and air gun competition. And these are the types of folks that have fallen through the cracks that may not fit the Miracle League or a Special Olympics kind of category. These are folks that have a mobility impairment that's mainstreamed in the regular classroom. It could be you or me. Heaven forbid that we're in an accident and now we're in a wheelchair, that we could continue to recreate. And this is a very competitive program, but we like for beginners to participate. And we've had several that have gone on to compete in the Paralympics, which is the games right after the Olympics, and they usually hold them in the same venue. So we have some very, very, very strong athletes that come in our region to compete, and it's a great event.
And they're coming to Pepper Gettings, and assumably down the road they may be coming up to the North Myrtle Beach Aquatic and Fitness Center.
We'll see. Right now we found a home at Pepper Gettings, and they've done an outstanding job. But we've partnered together, and I think it's really neat. One thing I have done is this past year we started our wheelchair basketball. We hosted a conference or an invitational last October, which we're going to do again this October.
Right.
And so we like to be active, and we like to offer some unique opportunities for really all different folks.
Some of your counterparts with fitness centers, city-sponsored or municipality-sponsored facilities, have you been able to get with them to talk about some of the issues, whether it's Pepper Gettings in Myrtle Beach or in some other cities within the PD or southeastern North Carolina?
We've had such great partnerships. Health Point, Kevin Conlon down at Pawleys Island has been such a wonderful asset to me. I've been able to call him and have gained good support from him. Of course, in North Carolina, we've dealt with it more in the middle part of the state or upper state with Monroe, North Carolina. They've been super to work with. We've talked to folks in McLeod in Florence, and so it's been a real neat relationship with different folks that have been there, done that, and have coached me along the way, and we've taken from their information and made it applicable to our area, and so it's been real exciting to see the relationships. And of course, our events with our beach biathlon, Better Blue has been a sponsor, and it's been really great for us to have these relationships and partnerships with community leaders, and I like the community aspect, and cities and communities, and our service community. It's been really great to see the relationships we've been able to develop. The Rotary Club, North Myrtle Beach Rotary's been a real help to us, and different businesses, NBSC, and Judd Kuhn Chevrolet. I mean, I could go on and on about all the businesses that have been so helpful to our program and what we're doing, and have actually captured the vision of what we want to accomplish there. And of course, their vision has helped us become reality. So it's been really nice to have these partners. And
that vision, which you talked about back in April, that kicked off really 15 years ago, the thoughts of launching a aquatic and fitness center, or at least a fitness center, through the city of North Myrtle Beach has been a dream that's been around a long time.
It really has, and so we're going to see some explosion going up in the north end, and we're going to see a lot of energized people, and we think we're going to find our community in that setting, and but it has been something that has been worked long and hard even before I got involved, and I've appreciated those people's hard work.
Will there be a cap on the number of members, Melinda? Are y'all getting near that? Are y'all starting to bump up? I mean, is there, I'm sure you never want it to be too crowded or crazy.
That's a good question. You're the second person that's asked that in the last 2 days. Our range is between 500 packages to 1,500 packages. In our weight room alone, we can handle 100 people at one given time. Now, if I had 100 people at one given time, I'll be high as a kite. I'll be real thrilled. But our facility is so big that we will be able to accommodate a large number. Matter of fact, the facility in Monroe, North Carolina has 15,000 members right now, and they're accommodating that large number. Hopefully, we'll be able to manage it in a way that they've set the stage for us and will guide us through. But I feel very confident that we're going to be able to accommodate our members and be able to serve them like we need to.
You've been going so hard, so strong for almost the last 4 years, Melinda, just focused on the North Myrtle Beach, soon to be, for real, the total completed package, North Myrtle Beach Aquatic and Fitness Center. What do you do to slow down, to relax a little bit? Do you? Or what do you do to slow down?
That's a good question. I play golf. I walk with my dog, and every morning and in the evenings, and actually she's been I have a little Maddie girl as my dog, and it's been real helpful to have an animal that's helped me be focused on being home. I could work till 9, 10 o'clock at night like you do.
Right.
I know. And
Yeah.
so it's real hard not to do that. But we have different responsibilities, like your little girl and my little puppy dog. So that's one thing. The swimming is helpful, but walking and playing golf is really my two things I like to do and enjoy being on the beach.
Absolutely. You're in the right place to do that. Melinda, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Yeah, well, thank you. It's been a pleasure as always.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Melinda Chappell coming up next. Don't mix all the numbers up. Get them right. 843-280-5632. That's right, 843-280-5632. 64,000 square feet. This is something that's been thought of for 15 years. I'm sure 15 years ago they weren't thinking 64,000 square feet, but it's for real. $8.6 million. The kind of money that sets the stage for is something that's going to make a difference not only to 2-year-olds, but as Melinda said, to 85-year-olds or others. Heck of a lot of folks, both special needs folks as well as needs of all ages. Take the time to give them a call to learn more. Go online at nmb.us, but July 1st is a critical date. Charter membership discounts cut off July 1st. You got to get that call in now. They just kicked off the membership drive last Monday. This is critical time, and get the call in. There's a special discount. Of course, a big date is September 10th, 9/10 from 7 to midnight, the red, white, and blue ball to benefit the North Myrtle Beach Aquatic and Fitness Center. Give them a call to learn more. 843-280-5632.